and what they are supposed to do and what they are not supposed to do at campus.
Aguta Bernard, a new student of Diploma in Business Administration, lauded the school administrators for orienting them and officially welcoming them to the school.
I want to take this chance to thank the administrators of MOOC's Rural Campus for having given us orientation so that we know how things are done at this campus. My course is going to be for 2 years. I pray that I will make it successful in the 2 years so that I also enroll for bachelor's. That is my prayer immediately.
The orientation of the new students to the university, which began today on 6th of August 2024, will end on Friday 9th of August 2024, where the students will immediately resume with normal business. Nusura Gramia, Farish Majid, West Nile TV, NILE CAST.
Nebi Makerere University Students Association, NEMSA, concluded a journey that began with a single-handed seedling, now a thriving ecosystem in Greater Nebi, a project undertaken by the association to celebrate 50 years through tree planting to protect the environment. Alfred Jawok reports.
Nebi Makerere University Students Association NEMSA concluded a journey that began with a single seedling, now a thriving ecosystem in Greater Nebi. The project was undertaken by the association to celebrate 50 years through planting trees to protect the environment. During the conclusion of the project in Zombo District on Sunday, 4th August 2024, Mr. Jimmy Ouna, the sector manager, National Forestry Authority, Zombo District, lauded NEMSA for planting over 50,000 trees in 15 schools within Greater Nebi.
They choose tree planting as one of the major activities, and as tree managers, we are partnering with them to make sure that we provide to them seedlings to plant. In fact, tree planting is the best activity they have chosen for their 50 years, because when you see the global warming is very real, and there's a lot of things that is happening because of forest degradation, especially in West Nile.
Mr. Ouna pledged support to any organizations willing to plant trees as NFA has more seedlings to be given out during this rainy season.
When you see from Pakwai, Nebi, and a part of Arua, the whole area is degraded and there is no even trees. People alone, there is no firewood. Women have to move long distance looking for firewood, leaving even the children at home. There are certain food which women cannot even cook like this because they don't have enough firewood. So the fact that they have chosen to plant for the year, that will very good service to that group.
Okorot Vikas Oshama, former president NEMSA Association, narrated the success and objectives of the association.
So this year we are commemorating 50 years of existence. Now, NEMSA celebrating 50 years of existence means a lot. It means that the association, the Nebi Makerere Students Association, has been in existence, has been impacting the development of Greater Nebi for 50 years.
Okoro urged parents to support the education of their children through giving a conducive environment of learning.
Now, this celebration comes with so many activities, and that tree planting is one of them. As the members of NEMSA, as an alumni of NEMSA, we have decided to sit down and come up with an activity, and the tree planting is one of them.
Meanwhile, Mr. Pascal Apenjunga, an alumni Makerere University, appreciated the contributions made by NEMSA to help their selected schools in Greater Nebi with the seedlings as one way to fight climatic change in the areas.
NEMSA has been very, very useful ever since. NEMSA has contributed to the development of Greater Nebi, social, economically, politically, and even in the community. And it has been because of NEMSA that many of our students have been sensitized.
According to Mr. Penjunga, the association should also emphasize on the need to sensitize communities to love higher education.
NEMSA has entered into partnership with local governments. NEMSA has ably educated the children in terms of organizing education visits tours. NEMSA has even carried on self-help projects in the communities. NEMSA has even involved themselves in even community service like roads. NEMSA went ahead even trying to collect rubbish, cleaning towns. NEMSA has done so much in even blood donation.
However, Honorable Emmanuel Urumbi, chairperson Nebi District Local Government, promised that the district leadership will monitor the progress of the seedlings in schools within the district. Honorable Urumbi equally pledged to support activities of NEMSA in Greater Nebi.
Supporting them, I told them whenever they have local activities, I want to commit Nebi District Local Government that will be in support. That is on my own behalf and on behalf of Nebi District Local Government.
Some of the selected schools are proud of NEMSA for what has been accomplished changing the landscape of Alur land. NEMSA is an association of Makerere students. NEMSA is an association of Makerere University students from Greater Nebi and beyond Bunyoro sub-region under the stewardship of Dr. Sarah Kelo as their patron. Alfred Jawok, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
The general public using Obongi to Adjumani Road via the landing site are living in fear after Obongi landing site is being cut off by floods, which has made life difficult for the public who are forced to move through the water to be able to board the ferry. Okumu Dominic reports.
Following the untimely floods at the Obongi ferry landing site, several businesses along the landing site has come to a standstill, with a number of vehicles using the road drastically reducing as the public continue to raise their voices to Uganda National Roads Authority UNRA and the government to intervene and save the situation from getting out of hand. Honorable Dr. Boka Didi George, the area member of Parliament Obongi district, during a visit to the landing site yesterday, said the situation is caused by floods because the landing site is in a low surface area, and if no timely intervention is put in place, it may result into the halting of the operations of the ferry, saying they have for long been requesting UNRA and the government to consider constructing a concrete ferry landing site or try raising up the area around the landing site so that the floods can be prevented, but up to date no action is being taken.
The situation that you see at the background there is flooding of the ferry landing site, which is at the verge of cutting off the ferry service connecting Obongi to Adjumani. This is a lifeline, an international road that connects Arua to Nimule up to Juba. Is a road that pupils from school in Adjumani that come to learn in Obongi Town Primary School cross using the ferry. Is our referral channel when we have patients that need to be referred to Adjumani Hospital. They use this ferry. It is the means of transport that the public servants that commute between Obongi and the whole of the country use to ensure service delivery is provided.
Mr. Ngulibo John, the District Inspector of Schools, Yumbe District, who got caught up by the floods while on his way to register pupils with UNEP, said he is seeing a threat of the region being cut off from the rest of the world, which he feels will have a negative impact on the people. He, however, urged the government to provide an alternative route for the people if they cannot solve the problem of the floods very fast, so that the people will continue to be linked with the rest of the world.
And I am seeing a threat of our region being cut off. And that means that the whole of this region, when it's connected, we get disadvantaged. So what I'm thinking of is, could there be an alternative? An alternative road? Can't there be a bridge that can be constructed across?
Akol Abraham, a traveler, said the Obongi ferry is a shortcut to Adjumani, but it's unfortunate that the floods are proving to cause a threat, and urged the government to do something about it.
So I thought this was a shortcut to cross to Adjumani, but it's unfortunate that it seems like the floods are cutting off the landing site. So there is a need for government at least to do something good to improve on this landing site.
Vundrua Hajra, a vendor at the landing site, said the flood has affected their business since the number of vehicles crossing using this road has drastically reduced, and this has caused a lot of problems for the business women along the landing site, saying they are now finding it hard to provide for their children and urge the government to come to their aid.
We are sorry about this flood because this flood has affected us a lot. In form of business, it has affected us because the vehicles are not moving as before. Many of our school children are not passing because of this flood.
Obongi Ferry was installed in the early 2000s to help link the people to the rest of the world, to promote trade and improve on service delivery for the people in the area. Because before the ferry was installed, the people of Obongi used to travel long distances to access districts like Adjumani, Gulu and Kampala, either via Laropi or Arua. However, the landing site has on many occasions been experiencing floods, which keeps affecting the ferry operations due to the location of the landing site being in a low surface land. It's upon this background that the public are calling upon the government and the Uganda National Roads Authority (UNRA) to do something to resolve these challenges once and for all, to allow the public to move freely and interact with the rest of the world. Dominic Antonio Kumu, West Nile TV, Nile Cast.
The usual name, the usual face, that's Oraku Benson Pastore, already in the studios of West Nile Television to give you what continues to happen in the world of sports and what has already happened in the world of sports. So many things continues to happen. As I had said earlier on, my name is Oraku Benson Pastore. I can confirm to you ball games in West Nile region, they are right now going on, entire West Nile region, and also FIFA Super 8 tournament is going on, and at the same time Olympics is also going on. As usual, we'll finalize everything with what continues to boom in the ongoing summer transfer window. Before we go to any part of the region or else any part of Uganda or else any part of the world, let's first start with what is happening within Arua City. I can confirm to you this evening Al-Bab and Arua Primary School emerge as the champions of netball. Meanwhile, the finals for boys football and also closing ceremony shall take place tomorrow. Let's first take a look at the highlights of how things transpired this evening.
My name is Amati Ghana. I'm here on the Nchikuru Stadium, that is very far. We are for ball games, that is for Central Division. We have started these games last week and they are still going on. Today, for boys, we are playing quarterfinals and the finals, semi-finals, that is today. And then for netball, we are playing finals. That is what has happened today. And then for boys, we shall play our finals tomorrow. That will be around from midday. So we are requesting the viewers to come and watch the games. The games are going very well. We are displaying a lot of good games. The teams are prepared very well. You see how they are playing is so good. For today, we reached the finals of netball. It was for under 12. It was between Brightview and Al-Bab. Brightview scored 29 and Al-Bab scored 21. That means Brightview has taken the trophy for under 12 girls. Then for under 14, it was Arua Primary versus Arua Public, where Arua Primary scored 30 goals and Arua Public scores 29. That means that Arua Primary is the winner for under 14 girls. For boys, we are still going ahead with the semi-finals. so far Aro Primary Boys under 14 have qualified for finals, which is playing tomorrow, and other semi-finals are still going on. The organizers are prepared for trophies, and there will also be hopeful medals for the winners also too. Tomorrow is the final day where we shall crown everything with the celebration, awarding trophies and the many other things. So therefore we request the viewers to come and join us in the stadium tomorrow.
Still about the ongoing ball games for primary school, this time leaving Arua City and jetting to Greater Mali region, particularly in Moyo district. The ball games have also commenced and it will be for 5 days, and these games are taking place in Aluru sub-county. After 5 days, the district of course will select players to represent the district in the upcoming national ball games in Soroti City. Okumu Dominic gives us the details of that story.
The ball games attracted all the 7 sub-counties and the 3 town councils within the district who are expected to compete for the trophy and contribute players who will represent the district in the national ball games in Soroti City. Honorable Dr. Joyce Moriku Kaduchu, the State Minister for Primary Education who doubles as the Woman Member of Parliament Moyo District, while flagging off the event, urged the pupils to be disciplined while taking part in the games, saying without discipline they won't go far with their career development, adding that it's within the mandate of the Ministry of Education and Sports that academics go hand in hand with sports and talent identification.
I officially presided over the official kickoff of the ball, and the message to the learners: one, they have to be disciplined. We need to exercise maximum discipline, because without discipline we will not go far. I appeal to all the games. This is within the ministry mandate. The ministry is mandated to provide academics, to provide skills and sports.
Honorable Oduti Francis Ulogo, the Chairman Local Council 3 Aluru Sub-County, urged the public in Aluru Sub-County to be disciplined and lead by example while the games continue to take shape, and urged the officials to be fair while officiating the games and pledge their support.
My advice to the players, they should show a discipline in their field, because without the discipline you cannot succeed in games. That is my only message to the players and also the community around here, not as the community of Aluru Sub-County. Let us also show the people outside that we are really disciplined people.
Mr. Idama Wilson, the district sports officer, said as a district they have decided to take part in 2 activities, namely the football for both boys and girls under 12 and handball for both boys and girls under 14, that there are plans underway to build the capacity of the teachers in the area of netball so that next year the pupils will participate in netball competitions.
And as Moyo, we have identified under 12 for boys and girls, then handball for under 14 boys and girls, and we have taken handball as a new game.
Mr. Adrawa Godfrey Free, the Chairman Primary Head Teachers Association Moyo District, who doubles as the head teacher Logoba Primary School, said they are concerned about the sanitation and the feeding of the participants and also the security, since the participants will be camping within the area.
Generally the wash, sanitation and all that. Then number 2 is the issue of feeding. We have to ensure that the feeding is good, that they eat right food, so that they are not affected by food poisoning.
Mr. Geriga Andrew Dibu, the Chairperson Games and Sports Moyo District, emphasized the selection criteria of the participants based on merit and urged the participants to exhibit all their talents so that they can be selected to represent the district in the nationals.
I like to urge the officials to select children on merit, so that they will go and exhibit their talents at the national level, so that they will be able to bring for us trophies and so on.
The district ball games, which is being hosted by Aluru Sub-County, is expected to run for 5 days and end on Friday, where the district will be able to form a team which will represent them in the nationals in Soroti City from 25th of August to 5th of September 2024. Dominic Antonio Kumu, West Nile TV, Nile Cast Sports.
Let's move away from the regional stories and we get to national stories, and it's all about the ongoing FIFA Super 8 tournament. I can confirm to you, we are just some few minutes away for the kickoff of the game between the team of KCA and Airtel Chitara. And the first leg of this game ended by a goal to nil. It was courtesy of Dennis Omedi's goal that separated the two sides. Now we are heading into the reverse fixture. The team which is going to win in aggregate will proceed to the next level. And also tomorrow, still at Philip Omondi Stadium, this is the ground NEC uses. NEC will also be battling it out with Vipers. The first leg of this game also ended in a barren draw. Let's leave that story and we take our plane and we jet to Darcy, France, just all about the ongoing 2024 Olympics hosted by France. And I can confirm to you, men's football has already reached to the finals, and yesterday 2 games were played in the semi-finals. The first one was between Morocco and Spain. Spain had to come from a goal down to beat Darcy Morocco by 2-1. Then the last game was actually between Egypt and France. France had to beat Egypt by 3-1. That means final will now be between France and Spain. The final will be played on Friday. Meanwhile, for bronze medal playoff, it will be a battle for the African affair Egypt up against Morocco. Let's finalize the stories with some of the breaking stories in the world of transfers. I can confirm to you a shocking story here. Manchester City, they have already agreed a deal with Atletico Madrid worth £81 million for their striker, that's Julian Alvarez, who is right now with his nation, Argentina, for the ongoing Olympics. Matthias, they have already been knocked out of the competition, and this is a player who joined Manchester City way back in 2022 from a team in Argentina called River Plate. It was at a fee of £14 million, and he has gone on to have 106 appearances for the team of Manchester City, banging 36 goals. And Atletico Madrid, they're actually at the verge of also completing the signature of Conor Gallagher from the team of Chelsea. That is the latest update coming from Venda Metropolitan. Also away from that, West Ham, they have also completed the signing of Nicholas Fulcrack. I remember in the last 3 days I've been talking about this story. Finally, it has come out of the pipeline. Nicholas Fulcrack is official a player for the team of West Ham. He joined the Borussia Dortmund last summer from Werder Bremen, scoring 15 goals in 46 appearances for the BVB club, and he becomes the 5th signing for the team of West Ham. They have also acquired the services of Rodriguez on a free transfer from Real Betis. They also signed Somerville from Leeds, not forgetting about Max Killman from the team of Wolves, and they are in negotiations. They are in negotiation with the team of Manchester City, not Manchester City, rather Manchester United, for the signature of their right back, that's Aaron Wan-Bissaka. And lastly, also the team of Chelsea, they are also in talks with the team of Napoli in order to lure the services of their striker Victor Osimhen, and that one climaxes everything for today's edition of NILE CAST Sports News. It has been me, Benson Pastore, doing it for you. Have the best of your night. We'll link up again tomorrow for the same program of NILE CAST segment, which is under the umbrella of NILE CAST Sports News.
Thank you, Rako Benson Pastore, for that sports news and that sports